you see that? He was waving them in. All right, we'll play it again. Watch this. He's waving them in. Watch. So there's the guy with the Viking guy. We call him Viking guy. But the man that's taking a shot with him is Michael Voss, Nancy Pelosi's son-in-law.
Watch. There's that guy. He had his lights on. They were coming. And then there's the ones up front, too. They escorted, and each one of those buses are labeled.
Wow. They freaking brought damn Antifa here.
They escorted them here.
The protesters broke through. Now watch how it was handled. When they first broke through that door, which to say broke through doesn't really count, when they came through the door. Now watch, I'll talk over it. You can go ahead and play it, just kind of scroll through it. And he's coming in, They're coming up. Now watch what comes over. Whoops, there it is, stop. A photographer is conveniently poised to catch all the action. That's amazing. A protester that comes with his own photographer, Lance, that we're actually seeing an amazing, and these guys have a great PR team. They were actually able to get in the building.
There's a social media guy with a camera walking with a policeman behind him, like this is reality TV.
5 a.m. I guess, or 5:30, and I was talking with this cop, and we were just like talking about everything, and I asked him, like, most of the people actually have the feeling that police didn't do enough to stop the protesters or didn't do anything. And he was like, yeah, I can actually understand why they say that when I see the pictures. And himself, he was kind of angry at like his superior, because he told me that on Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. he and his like co-workers were told to go home, which he was very surprised about, because of course Trump had not started his speech. We knew that there was going to be some huge protest on the Capitol that may or might turn violent, so he was extremely surprised. But he went home, and then he saw that the situation turned bad, and he said that he wasn't called back into work, that he did come because he felt like he had to.
National Public Radio put out there. Look at that. Now, you're saying, why are you showing this? Look what's underlined. January 6, 2021 at 9:33 a.m. Eastern Time. Trump supporters storm U.S. Capitol and clash with police.
Just for people that might miss this, is that you circled 9 a.m. for the announcement about the pro-Trump mob storming the Capitol. It was pre-written. These people somehow knew what was happening. But I'm saying we've already got positive IDs on people that were inside posing. I mean, I don't know why this is so dumb. They're posing for the pictures of their storming the Bastille, but you can identify their face in Twitter feeds with their activism with BLM and Antifa, and where they've already showed up in other riots and protests. So the idea that this was led and initiated by professional activists in order to make Trump's movement look this way is exactly what we endured for a whole year during the campaign. Trump would be talking, and suddenly people would get up and start punching and raising a ruckus. And we're trying to figure out in the rallies, why is this happening? The same left strategy is to plant people in our movement so the media can smear us. This goes all the way back to the book of Acts, where Paul had people that were hired, lewd fellows of the baser sort, it says in King James, and they were hired in order to create riots so as to smear early apostolic Christianity with guilt by association with what was already orchestrated upheavals. And that's what's happening now. What ought to bother you, and I know we're trying to keep this upbeat, but what ought to bother us is the number of Christians that get traumatized. And like already they're all like melting down, as though they're believing the lies. This is what we say, take heed what you hear. Now you can't help but hear this if it's in your face, but take heed how you hear it. If you've got a discerning spirit, you're going to know, this is how they're setting us up. Then we have to be able to speak the truth.